fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. The title of my speech is Me. My name is Thompson Adiuku. I'm the last child of a family of 5 by Thompson and Beatrice Adiuku, educators from the eastern part of Nigeria and Africa. I did not know my father well, as I was only 4 years in 1968 when he died in a ghastly motor accident. Before his death, my father was a lecturer at Thompson College of Education in Owerri. At that time, the only place of high learning in the state, and my mother was a teacher matron in the girls' secondary school. I was raised together with my other 4 siblings, a sister and 3 brothers, by my dear mother, Mrs. Beatrice Adiuku, of blessed memory, as she passed on to be with the Lord in 2005. My mother is my idol. She taught us to believe in God, to first believe in God, and secondly, to believe in ourselves. In the early stages of my life, she taught us to always take every situation, whether good or bad, to God in prayers, and He will surely bless our endeavors. I have come to realize that God is sufficient for every circumstances and situations we may face in life. My mother taught us to always know that every situation we are faced with is temporary, whether good or bad. There's always a lesson to learn from it. She also taught us that the power to improve on any bad situation or keep a good situation being good lies in our hands. Our destiny is in our hands by whatever we choose to do or whatever we choose not to do. My mother single-handedly raised and paid for the education of myself and all my siblings up to at least a bachelor's degree through her insistence and hard work, and most especially the abundant blessings and grace of God. Education was extremely important to my parents and my community. Many families sell their lands and property to raise money to send their children to school. Others even give away their children to relatively well-to-do or rich families in exchange for them to be housemates so that they could send them to schools together with their own children. In Nigeria, education is not free at any level. From elementary to university is paid for. In this part of the world, not America, children and students are very lucky and privileged to enjoy free education without their parents paying dearly for it. It is a miracle, a big feat achieved to be educated in Nigeria or in Africa. Tuition fees are very exorbitant and can only be afforded by few families. My late parents were strongly committed to education and helped with paying for school fees and education for those less fortunate, as well as also aiding the elderly in the community. Education is the best gift anyone can give a child. There is an African adage or saying that says, give a child fish, they will be fed for the moment, for that moment. But teach them to fish, they will eat fish forever. In the same vein, I continue the thought my parents lead in my community by providing school fees scholarship to at least 2 or 3 students in the university level in Nigeria every year. One of the happiest moments of my life, and with utmost satisfaction, is when I visit the Red Cross Motherless Babies Home in Owerri, Imo State in Nigeria, to take some food items and other things to them. The joy those small angels bring to life as they all come crawling, running towards me to hug, to kiss, to embrace them. They offer to be carried, and most times I carry both of them on both hands. Words cannot express or describe the joy I feel in my heart during such occasions. And I have made it a point of it to always visit them every time I visit in Nigeria. I was with them last January. While I was in Nigeria also last January, I attended one of my cousin's wedding ceremony. Immediately I got to the venue of the reception. One young man hurriedly, with great excitement, rushed out of his seat to greet me. I could not recognize this young man, but after exchanging some pleasantries, I calmly asked him, please remind me who you are. I even thought he was one of my distant relatives, because in Africa we have very large extended family system. Then the young man told me his name, that he was one of the recipients of my Foundation Scholarship Award in 2009. And he has just graduated from the university as a geologist and has been trying to reach me. He expressed his gratitude for the scholarship that helped him complete his education and achieve his dream. That was another great moment of my life, having the privilege to help this young man. There are some other similar stories like this, but due to time constraints, I will not be able to share them now. I'm a firm believer that God helps people, and especially myself, to be a blessing to others. In any little way I can be of help to someone less privileged or less fortunate than I am, I count it a blessing and jump in to lend a helping hand. I strongly feel that the little I have is God's provision. Whatever God has provided to me and my family is a blessing, and I can use it to bless some less fortunate persons in my community. My passion in life is to be able to be a positive influence in my society or community, and to make a positive impact on any person I make contact with, especially the less privileged or destitute in Nigeria. I currently work on this passion with a foundation in honor of my late father and mother called the Beatrice Thompson Foundation, BTF. If you go online, www.adiukufoundation.com, you can check it out. This was established in 2006 during my late mother's memorial ceremony. The foundation organizes and processes a scholarship for these students in Nigeria. Okay, I have lived in and worked in 3 continents, namely Africa, Europe, and North America. In Nigeria, I left Nigeria in 1988 after my first degree from University of Nigeria in 1995 to London, England, United Kingdom. In 1995, I left London, England to Houston, Texas, United States of America. I left Houston, Texas to Brampton, Canada in 2002. Here I am now pursuing my dream of survival. I just realized I've been staying and working for at least 7 years in each continent or country that it must be time to move on to another country or continent, having stayed 9 years in Canada. Maybe I've come to stay and love Canada, maybe. You never know, still checking things out. I'm reliably informed that every human being has an opportunity to be exposed or engaged with at least 6 careers in their lifetime. I've gone through or worked with 3 careers, namely IT, information technology, mathematics, a teacher teaching mathematics, and management consulting. I still have 3 more careers I still would love to explore in life. My lifelong dream is to practice law sometime in life, and maybe that could be the next career I would love to pursue in my life. I'm a lifelong learner. On this note, I hope I have not bored you too much with my life story, but I count this a privilege to present to Brampton Speakeasy Toastmasters a brief introduction of myself, me. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.